Behind the June 2026 market stats, how a population bust and BoC rate hold are reshaping Toronto. Ciao. Welcome back to helping you build wealth through real estate brick by brick. I'm Nico, James-Bock, founder of the CondoWiz Group and a broker here in the GTA with Remax Rest Realty. Today is July 15th. And we are stepping into the tail end of the summer market. If you've been watching the news today, you know that the Bank of Canada has made its decision. We are going to unpack exactly what this means, dissect the brand new June market stats, and reveal the economic smoke and mirrors that could change your entire real estate strategy this season. Let's get into it. Today's BoC rate announcement. First up, the headline of the day. The Bank of Canada has held its key interest rate steady at 2.25% for the sixth consecutive time. Now, this didn't surprise the economists. With inflation ticking slightly above target at 3.2% in May due to gas prices and global tensions, the bank is playing defense. They are keeping borrowing costs right where they are to wait out the economic turbulence. For anyone with a variable mortgage or a home equity line of credit, your payments remain unchanged today. But behind this rate hold lies a much deeper microeconomic story. The economy is behaving differently than the headlines suggest. The population illusion. Let's pull back the curtain. A striking new analysis from BMO Capital Markets, highlighted by Better Dwelling, reveals that Canada's massive post-pandemic population boom actually masked a fundamentally weak economy. BMO economists warned that over the last 50 years, there is zero correlation between population growth and real GDP growth. In fact, back in 2023 and 2024, our per capita GDP was dropping heavily, meaning individual wealth was shrinking, even while sheer numbers of new arrivals officially inflated aggregate demand. Now, that boom is turning into a correction. In 2025 and early 2026, we saw the first annual decline in residents on record, while with non-permanent residents outflows topping 460,000 in total. We no longer have a shortage of workers. We have a shortage of work. June 2026 market stats at a glance. So, how does this market economic shift show up on the ground in Toronto? Let's look at the hard data from the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, TRREB, June 2026 release, which you could see in the graphic. We saw 17,282 new listings, which is actually a 12.9% drop year over year from last June's 19,847. But here's the kicker. Sales are up 9.4% to 6,770 compared to 6,191 last year. Meanwhile, the average selling price across all home types dropped by 3.9% to $1,058,658. Homes are sitting on the market for an average of 42 days, meaning a few of them or half of them are selling more quickly or remaining fewer days on the market, whereas the other half is actually remaining more days on the market, sometimes 50, 60, 65 days on the market. Identical to last year. More sales, fewer new listings, but lower prices? It seems like a contradiction until you look at the product mix. The condo apartment correction. This is where the BMO population data and the Toronto market stats collide beautifully. If you look at the detailed breakdown, detached homes only saw a minor 2.0% price decline, averaging $1,364,204. Freehold townhomes dipped 3.1%. But look at condo apartments. Average prices plummeted by a striking 9.5% year over year to $630,688. Why? Because the population bust has hit the investor-dominated small condo and rental market first. The massive wave of non-permanent residents that fueled rental demand has reversed. With the artificial demand boost gone, the condo market is bearing the brunt of the correction. Action plan for buyers and renters. If you are a buyer, specifically looking at the condo sector, this is your golden window. You are looking at a market where prices have corrected nearly 10% in a year, and the Bank of Canada has stabilized rates consistently. The frenzy is gone, and you actually have leverage to negotiate. For renters, the population slowdown means rent inflation is finally hitting the brakes. The massive bidding wars for tiny apartments are easing. If your lease is up for renewal, or if you're looking to move before the fall, do your homework. Use the cooling market to secure better terms or upgrade your space. Action plan for sellers and landlords. Now, let's talk strategy for sellers and landlords. If you own a freehold detached or semi-detached home, don't panic. It also includes condo common elements properties, which have the freehold component centered around the actual home and the common elements in the surrounding areas. These asset classes remain incredibly resilient, down only slightly because of broader macroeconomic headwinds. If you are selling, price realistically for 42 days on market. For landlords of condo units, the days of automatic double-digit rent hikes are behind us. The focus now must shift to tenant retention. A vacant unit in this environment is far more expensive than keeping a quality tenant at a slightly lower, stable rate. Focus on cash flow preservation rather than jacking up prices and risking having your tenant move out. Navigating a changing economic landscape isn't about timing the market perfectly. You never want to time the market. It's about making highly informed strategic moves. That is how we build long-term wealth, brick by brick. If you want a customized playbook for your specific real estate portfolio, reach out to my team at the CondoWiz Group. Let's sit down. Look at the numbers, crunch them, look at the actual reality of what's happening in the marketplace and what's happening in your specific market and your specific situation, and build your path forward. Thank you for listening. And as always, ciao, ciao.